I love that you were talking about content trends. We had a guest post this week, and it was from the CEO at MGID. MGID is a native marketing platform, native advertising platform.
Okay.
And he came out with 10 key trends that are redefining native advertising right now. And so these are things that are not just impacting your own content, but impacting the way that you're sharing content online.
Got it.
So the first one, I'm just going to read through these because he wrote a really great article, but visual storytelling. To sell a product, you must give people a success story. In fact, we had Ryan Crozier from eLibraire was in yesterday, and he just got back from a story.
He's in here?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, he's in Indy right now from Romania.
Yeah, okay.
Call him.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he just came from Tennessee. He was in Franklin, Tennessee at a story writing retreat, and it was basically the guy said all of the things that people are doing wrong when they're telling a story. Like one of the things that Ryan said was a lot of times that companies make themselves the hero. I'm the hero, and that's not really it. The company should be the guide that shows you who the hero is or whatever. And so, you do things that are, if you do things that are self-interested, it comes off as a bad story. But visual storytelling is taking off like crazy. And so that's why, you guys do it too. And we do is, infographics and social graphics, the videos, everything. You have to have that visual component to really, exaggerate the impact or amplify the impact. The next one was influence marketing. Bloggers and Instagram stars. You were talking about Pinterest there a little bit. These people are really having an incredible impact, and that's because they've already built a trust factor with their audience or their community. And that's a community that advertisers want to be able to get to. And that's a place that you want to get to with your content. And so that's becoming a bigger factor now. It's not just about writing your own content. It's about, hey, who owns the audience that we want to see this content? Video, Tom, you'll love this. Video is just reigning supreme. The demand for the visual medium is rising, continuing. And that's because of increase in wireless internet connections. So people are watching tons of video on their phones now.
Oh yeah, it's one of the highest bandwidth. It's obviously the highest bandwidth section of the internet, but boy, it's pervasive everywhere.
And people are even listening to video in their cars. So they're not watching the video, but and I think YouTube is even doing things like continuous play now and everything else where people are listening a lot more. So infographics and animated GIFs, whichever way that you want to say it. What did the guy say?
I think it's a GIF.
Is it a GIF? Okay. I don't care.
Yeah. I still say GIF, but
yeah. So anyways,
you'd be wrong.
Again,
that would be.
Powerful visuals that are capturing people's attention.
Absolutely.
We're rolling out social graphics, and it's like Instagram 5-second animated, GIFs.
Insta stories, right?
Yeah. So interview context, so just like we were doing, right? Talking about SEO with Chris was an important thing.
Yep.
Fun-centric advertising.
I refuse to use that term. Fun-centric.
So I don't know where to go with that. But it's instead of trying to sell a product or service, trying to ignite some kind of fun.
Yep. And
basically it changes people's perspective of your brand. They think that you're probably more fun to work with.
Sure.
And pulls them in. Now buttons. So watch now, do now.
Yeah.
You're seeing them everywhere. As people understand that, we've trained people over 20 years of using the internet to look for the now button. And I always joke with people that if you tell people, you got to tell people when to do it. Now. Do it now.
Right.
If you don't tell them to do it now, they won't do it. It's pretty simple. Quizzes and interactive content. You're going to see some big stuff coming here from Perk.
Cool.
Soon, but quizzes now and assessments are becoming interactive. So it's not just like your Facebook poll or SurveyMonkey or something like that, but this is actual dynamically generated assessments and quizzes that pull you in.
Right.
They're pulling little chunks of data out of you, and at the same time using that data to serve up the next step and the next step. And so that's becoming a huge thing. I like this one, episodic content. This is something that we got to test out on here. But that's basically, people saying, hey, these are the next 8 shows, right?
Right.
Here's the story, and so that if someone tunes into our podcast, and it's on episode 7,
right.
That's what they do.
Go back and listen to episode 1, 2,
They go
3,
back
4.
and listen to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so that's becoming a bigger thing on video. It's the teaser, pulling them into the next one, teasing the next one. What are we doing next week?
Yep, I get that.
And then of course, native advertising is just taking off, and that's Taboola and Outbrain and everything. And for people that don't know what that is it's basically if you're reading an article, you see complimentary relevant articles associated with that. So you can learn more about native visitor acquisition from MGID's site, but you can see this post on Marketing Tech Blog. It's 10 content trends advertisers cannot afford to ignore.
Beautiful.
And then we have the really terrible post after that. We actually have an infographic on how Pokemon Go is impacting retail business.
Saw that.
I know. Yeah. So if you're interested in that, check it out.
Well, there's certainly conversation about that, but I mean, you really don't want to add that fuel to the fire there, Doug.
Yes.
I
do.